I always say, if you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does compared to
That don't even look like
water.
coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee,
That is over.
the white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. Your
That
coffee
does
looks
look good.
That's my coffee.
It does look
If
good.
I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent your home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it. Playing it over and over and over. The long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. I'm the devil. And the devil was fucking up here.
Here you go. Here you go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to
on the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch and give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. The least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one.
That's our kid.
Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Well, hello, people. Let me put up some stuff to make me look good. There I go. Well, hello, people. Hello. It's not Saturday. It is Sunday. But I thought it not robbery enough since I was out of town traveling yesterday that I would give you a silly Saturday on a Sunday. So, we're here for Silly Saturday. Silly Sunday. Now, we used to back in the day, those people who can go back to like 2019, 2020, we used to do Sexy Sundays. I don't think y'all ready for that. We have too many subscribers now to do Sexy Sunday like we used to back in the day. But shout out to those people who can go back to the Sexy Sunday lives. Y'all know we can't do Sexy Sundays no more. It's way too many people involved. Now, I know I went live a little early, and I went live a little early for a reason because it's raining cats and dogs. So I want to get as much as I can in. Hopefully we get through the whole live. You know, it's a little bit of lightning out there. It's a little bit of some of everything going on out there. And in case I get a power outage or something for a little minute, you know, we'll come right back. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with those storms and things that's coming through that cause those tornadoes over in Tornado Alley. So they're finally hitting here. So just wanted to start a little early, get as much as I in, get as much in as I can. And hopefully we get everything in. If for some reason I have a power outage and I go out, I'm coming back. Let the people know I'm coming back. Okay. So let me say hey to y'all, and then we can go ahead and get this party started. Hey Liz, go. How you doing today? I'm glad it's not late night over there. It's what, about 6:30 over there, Liz, go. So you ain't got to worry about it being too late at night. So yes. Yes. Mm. Oh, she sent that early. She said she got to go to bed early, but it's only like 6 something over there. I don't know. Maybe she got to get up in the middle of the night or something. Well, hello, Lizgo, when you watch this back. Hey, girl. Terrence, what's going on, sir? What's going on? You are actually first in the actual live, Terrence. Terrence, can I tell you how much I love that avatar picture? That avatar picture, Terrence, every time I see it gives me life abundant. Okay. I get life abundant. Okay. On this good Sunday. So I love pulling up your comments, Terrence, because that avatar picture gives me everything that I need. Everything I need. Hey, Universal Goddess. Sakpase. What's going on, my Haitian princess? Crazy homebody girl, how you doing over there? How's DC? Hopefully it ain't raining like it is over here, because it is raining, honey. Raining real bad. Hey, DPG. What's going on, beautiful? Hey, honey. Y'all hear that thunder outside? Child. You love me in the car to get bow tie and ball cap? Child. I have probably as many bow ties as I do hats, and I got hundreds of hats, and I got so many bow ties. It's ridiculous. Hey, Janae. I might have to start wearing some bow ties so y'all can see them. What's going? It's your birthday. Oh, Janae, I had already poured me a drink, Janae. Okay. Do we have to take a shot for? Oh God. All right. Thank God I keep the shot glass right here. All right, y'all. We got to get your shots ready for Janae's shot. Okay. After I'm done. After I'm done saying hey to everybody, we're gonna do our shot for Janae's birthday. Terrence, make sure you take care of our good today. That's our good. That is our good, Janae. So Terrence, make sure you take care of Janae. Okay. Now, what am I taking a shot of? Y'all know. Y'all don't have to ask. I mean, come on. Y'all know me. So get your shots ready, because we about to take a shot for Janae's birthday. Okay. Hey, Culture Love. It's a nice treat to have Silly Saturday on a Sunday. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. I do the best I can. Hey, Marla Morris. Hey, Boo. Shout out to the members. Symmetry, how are you, beautiful? How are you? I could do a sexy Sunday just for the members. I might do that because some of my people can go back and they can tell you about sexy Sundays. But if you are a member, all of the sexy Sundays are still available on my channel. But it's for you can only access it if you're a member. Hey Candace F, how you doing, beautiful? Uncle Jay, how are you, sir? Child. Terrence, you not now listen, Terrence. Terrence, did you go by the gas station and get one of them little pills? So tonight for our girl birthday, she could have a special birthday. You know, they had the little pills down to the gas station. You just pop one of them. They even sell the little honey packs, but I don't really care for the honey pack stuff. But they got a couple of those little pills. I think they call them rhinos or whatever. They be all in the at you know, in Miami we don't say Arab, at the Arab stove. That's how we say in Miami. At down to the Arab stove. They got them, you know, they be having them it's behind the counter though. Just get by one of them, good one, and take care of our girl tonight. I got you, bruh. I'm just saying. Hey, Uncle Jay, what's going on? Cha. Harold, Harold, Harold. Hey, 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 hey. Y'all, we about to take a shot for we about to take a shot for our girl Janae's birthday. So y'all go ahead and get y'all shots ready. Hey, Chef Don. Chef Don. Now I know you still on the men's, so I made sure because I hoped that you would come over here today. So Chef Don, I got some good palate cleansers for you today. Okay, so when we get to the palate cleansers section, Chef Don, just sit back and enjoy. I got you, bruh. I got you on the palate cleansers. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we got some delectable treats down to the palate cleansers today. So I got you. You say it's cloudy, it's about to do something. Chow. 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 We had to have our own sugar spike moment. Y'all had y'all own sugar spike moment yesterday. Chow. Yeah, you ain't have to put the ones and twos on nobody, did you, Terrence? You ain't have to go 2 to the head, 3 to the body on nobody, did you? Chow. What's good, Montrez? What's good, bruh? Montrez, we got a good I think we have a good year. I think we have a good year for this day in music. I think we got another good year. I think you'll like this year. Last time we did 1997, so you know it's not going to be 1997 again. But I think we have another good year, Montrez. I think we have another good year. So get ready for that. Okay. No, you're not taking no shot. Yeah, you take a good shot of water or some cranberry juice or something. That's all you taking shots of, Chef Don. Don't make us have to come over there. Just saying. Right, we love Janae. We love her. This her last birthday as a single woman. Okay. Child. China White, how you doing, boo? Marla Morris says she taking a virtual shot in solidarity. Her stomach is topsy-turvy. Girl, don't do it then. Take a shot of water, okay? Shot of Pepto-Bismol or something. Child, you can't trust everybody. Chinese food. A good Chinese place is like a good barber. You do not deviate. Because if you go to the wrong barber, they'll fuck you up, or wrong hairdresser, they'll fuck you up. The wrong Chinese place will fuck you up. Hey, Miss Kiki Boo, how you doing today? And Shondo to you. Shout out to the members. Ciao. Are we ready to take this shot? Oh, Tara say he'll need none of them pills. Don't worry about him. Bruh, everything is good over here in this department. I'm swinging long and hard. My shit is right. I displace internal organs around this motherfucker. When you roll around these parts, you getting internal organs displaced. My hat's off to you, Janae girl. Girl, you one of my heroes. Cause sometimes I be like, girl, you be taking all of that. Girl, I'm proud of you. You is my hero, girl. Girl, look at Janae. He don't need no pill. Okay, girl. Okay. They might be going to church. They might be church going folks. And you talking listen, I know my peoples. I know my boy Terrence is over there doing what he need to do. I'm just saying. Child.
All right, we got our hey Mia MJ, what's going on, sweetheart? All right, so hey Paul, hey Paul, what's going on? Now I'm not gonna say Paul got trade over there today, because even people like me and Paul need a day to rest, so we don't have trade come over on Sundays. Actually, we do twice on Sundays. It's twice on Sundays, but don't tell nobody. We just gonna say we don't do nothing on Sundays. We just don't do it once on Sundays. It's twice on Sundays. I'm just saying. Anyway, hey Paul. Cha. It's Communion Sunday. You got on your unbroken white, Uncle Jay. Ciao. Hey, the state of being. Ciao. Look at Janae. Those are actual facts. Yes, I have organs displaced in my body, and listen. Janae said I'm the real MVP round here. Child was paying. I deviate. Child, listen. You can't let your people deviate and take you somewhere new, Balla Morris. Girl. Hey D, what's going on? D, what are we doing this live today? D, I need y'all to let me know what we're doing today, because I did watch the episode, so I'm all caught up. But I need y'all to let me know what we're doing for this good live for the Ruples. Child, you know Chef Don, child, they be ripe and ready on Sundays. Sunday, Chef Don, you know what I'm talking about. You know they be ripe and ready on Sundays. Child, we already cutting up. Ain't even got to the bell ringer yet. Well, the bell ringer is already in. The bell ringer is go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the like button. Share the goddamn video out. I should go to all of y'all social media and see y'all having a link pointed to this live so the people know. Child. Chef Don is a Christian. Listen, Christian people have more sex than a little bit. Going on down to the Bible. You see how much, sex go on in the good book? He nude her and she nude him. He nude him and she nude her. Everybody nude each other while they were nude. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Anyway, we ready to take this shot. Listen, y'all. It's our girl Janae's birthday. It is our girl Janae's birthday. Let's go ahead and get our shots ready. All right. Now we just gonna say that Janae is turning 25. Okay. Now Janae might be 44, but we gonna say she turning 25 or 25 or whatever she want to call it. Okay. Okay, so and so begat this person and they begat that person and they begat. You ain't begatting nobody if you ain't begat nothing inside your body. I'm just saying. So we all taking our shots. Let me get my something to wash this down with right here. Okay. This is for our good Janae. She is 43. That means she graduated 2000. Okay. She's class of 2000 from high school. We could have went to high school together. And one time for our girl Janae, who's celebrating her birthday. We love her. And this is for Janae and anybody else celebrating a birthday today. What is it? Aries season. All of the Aries out there that are celebrating birthdays. Okay. This is a shout out and a birthday shot to y'all. Up to it, down to it, all of that other stuff that say, I don't know what they say or whatever. Just drink your shot. 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh. Oh. 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 Ooh. Oh, y'all met in high school? That's cute. Now, Terrence, bruh, if y'all met in high school, how that was like 20 years ago. How is y'all? Well, that's about 25 years ago now, Terrence. Oh, child. Y'all graduated 25 years ago. Y'all old. How is y'all just getting married? I blame you, Terrence. I don't blame the lady. I blame you, Terrence. See, let me not get nasty with these. Them my people. We love our YouTube people. Okay, we love our YouTube couples and relationship. Maybe y'all can find me a man. Okay, can y'all find me a man? Child. Speaking of which, I saw my ex debate yesterday. Child. Some of my people who've been here long enough, they know the Bay. They remember the days of the Bay shutting down my YouTube channel. Not shutting down my channel, but shutting down my live, I should say. Child. Look at Janae talk about it's his fault. Child, well, we are happy for y'all. Okay, send us pictures. Since we can't go down to the wedding, okay? We're not gonna all make it down to the wedding. Send me an invitation, I might come. But we can't all make it to the wedding. But make sure we get some good pictures, okay? Hey Tasha, you are not late. Girl, we ain't even got started yet. We had to take a birthday shot for Janae and all of the Aries birthday. Okay, all of the Aries birthday. Hey, Sharice Boo. So hey, Tarshell, Lil Baby. I got Lil Baby. My boy is running for National Alumni Association's treasurer. My boy. He's the only one running, but he's running unopposed. But it don't matter. That is my boy, one of my best friends. He's running for FAMU National Alumni Association treasurer. He's gonna win because he's running unopposed, but I need you to vote for him. Or did they already have the vote, Lil Baby? Let me know. Because I know you be real active with the Alumni Association. Hey, Sharice Boo. Don't worry about what me and him had going on. If I want to get my organs displaced by that baseball bat, I will. And who are you to judge me? Child, Lil Baby, you know how he used to do. Lil Baby been around that long where she could tell you, baby, the baby used to come through, walk, because he had keys to my house. He'll walk through the door. Hey, shut that shit down. Give me that look. Shut that shit down. I'll be like, all right, well, I gotta end, y'all. Them was the good old days. Child. Child, because if when he came in the door, all attention needed to be on him. That's why. He didn't play them games. Child. Okay, does it close till May 1st? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, my boy, he's running unopposed for treasurer. So, Anyway, y'all ready to get this party started? Put a Shondo in the chat if y'all ready to get this silly Saturday, Sunday started, and we'll go ahead and get it started, y'all. Go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat if you ready to get this party started. Because we about to do this thing. Let me take the overlay down so y'all can see everything. Cha. So y'all, we about to have a great silly Sunday, Saturday, whatever today is. I spent all morning. I woke up at about 7, and I've been working on this since like 7 o'clock this morning. So we've been working on it all morning. So hopefully y'all enjoy y'all. I always enjoy Silly Saturdays. It's our it's our flagship show, and hopefully you enjoy as well. It's time for my favorite segment, the easiest segment for me, because I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that much to produce this segment. This is the girl. My favorite segment, which is this is actually my favorite segment. My favorite segment, which is the hashtag ABCs.
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch just came. All right. Tori spelling one regret on sex tape with Dean. I wish it leaked. No, no. Tori. First of all, no. And second of all, no. Third of all, no. Fourth, no. Tori. Nobody wants to see you have sex with anybody. Do you not recall, Tori, back in the day that people called you the ugly one on 90210? I'm just putting it out there, Tori. I'm not trying to call you ugly, but I'm saying back in the days of 90210, you were the ugly one, and people knew that you only were on the show because your dad was one of the EPs. Your dad is Aaron Spelling, okay? The only reason you were on the show, you had no acting talent. You wasn't nothing on the eyes. You were only on the show because your daddy was the EP. You think we want to see a sex tape with you? Oh, girl. Right, China White? No. When it's really no. You say no. When it's really no. No means no, and yes means no. Okay? Now, little baby says you have a face only a mother could love, but your mama don't love you. That came from little baby. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I sure remember in the days of 90210, the people said you was ugly as fuck and that you was only on the show because your daddy was the EP and created. Didn't he create 90210? Girl, don't nobody want to see you. Girl, move. Ma'am, go Scott. No. Drew Sidora revealed she was once signed to Slip and Slide Records. I was there, Ashanti. Wait, what? What? No, you were there. Nothing. The fact that we didn't even know you were signed to Slip and Slide Records. Okay, now Slip and Slide Records is over there with Trick Daddy and Trina. That's out of Miami. Okay. First of all, you would have to have us even know that you were signed. First of all, we don't even know that you have a singing career, okay? You're not even a singer, Drew. You're a failed actress. You're a W list celebrity that's on Real Housewives of Atlanta, driving that franchise into the ground. Girl, you were the what? I don't even like Ashanti like that. And you're disrespectful to her. Okay? Please don't disrespect Ashanti like that. I don't even like Ashanti. Hey, Lady D, what's going on, boo? But listen, I don't even like Ashanti like that. And I wouldn't even disrespect Ashanti like that, okay? Mm-mm. 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 Like, girl, we didn't even know you could sing until you had them raggedy ass songs that you forced us to listen to on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, if you don't go sit your motherfucking ass the fuck down. I was there, Ashanti. No, the fuck you was not. No, Slip and Slide was the label, It was with it was with Trick Daddy, Trina, and all of them. That was those people. It's the Miami thing. Miami. We know Slip and Slide. If you know Trick Daddy's song, "What's Up," go look up Trick Daddy's song "What's Up." They reference Slip and Slide records a lot because that was Trick. That was one of Trick Daddy's record labels and stuff like that. Mhm. Right, Janae. What nobody checking for you? Listen, now, if anybody's this applied to, it's you, Drew.
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch like her just can't. Y'all hold on for a moment. Hold on one moment. But this bitch is delusional. I didn't even know she had an album out. I didn't know Drew had an album out. Put a 27 in the chat if you knew Drew had an album out. Put a 1 in the chat if you had no idea that Drew had an album out. I didn't know that bitch had an album out. I'm just saying. Montrez, you are one of our music experts, and I don't believe that you said that she's an Ashanti-esque. If you're saying she's Ashanti-esque, as in that bitch can't sing, and maybe she got a cute face but can't sing, I may can go with you on that. But Ashanti actually has a career. This heifer ain't got no career nowhere in America, and Ashanti can sing better than her. Let's be clear. And I don't even care for Ashanti, but Ashanti can sing better than her. I'm Terrence saying, who the fuck is this heifer? Don't do that, Uncle Jay. You really try to give her a whole lot. You try to get that woman a whole lot. You a Drew Sidora fan? You could have her. Are you a? I feel like Uncle Jay is more of a Ralph fan, and so his proximity to Drew Sidora gives him more of a proximity to Ralph, so he can go over there and slob on Ralph's knob and get his back blown out by Ralph Pittman. I'm just saying. I know Uncle Jay. He's a whore like I am. Hey, L Love, my love. How are you, sweetheart? I have not heard that woman's album, so I don't know what's going on with it. Not Lillian Lloyd. Don't do Lillian like that. People don't even know who Lillian Lloyd is. Now, if you follow gospel music, you know exactly who Lillian Lloyd is. Girl, look at Chef Don Don. Chef Don Don is over here dying like I am. Girl, you got to know your gospel music to know Lillian Lloyd, child. Girl. Child, look, I did not tell you. I know me some Uncle Jay. Did not tell you he was trying to get his back blown out by Uncle Jay. I know what I'm talking about. Child, not Scotty by the Nations, not by the Nations, girl. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all is silly, honey. And I love it. That's why we have Silly Saturday. This is why we have the fun that we have over here. Ma'am, nobody believes you, Drew. Go with God. Wait, why is that? Oh God. Hold on, y'all. Let me go back. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a moment. Let me get this to come up. Hold on, y'all. Oh yeah, because I need this one to come up. I need this one to come up because this is a really hashtag ABC. I knew our musical expert would redeem himself because that is Montrez. He is our musical expert over here, and we look for Montrez and his musical prowess. Okay, we expect Montrez to be up on all his music. Here's our next hashtag ABC. Let me say this to y'all, okay? I don't give a damn what what Barry and Michelle is going through. That ain't none of y'all motherfucking business. What the fuck y'all gonna do is leave Barack and Michelle alone, okay? I don't give a damn if they are having an argument, disagreement. Maybe he did some shit. I don't give a fuck. But stay y'all ass the fuck out of Barack and Michelle's business, okay? Okay, that's it. That's all. Leave our forever president and first lady the fuck alone. Okay? A bitch can't, with all of these people trying to report on what Barry and Michelle got going on. Bitch, I don't want to know. All I know is they are a happily married couple, and that's all the fuck I need to know. Ain't none of your motherfucking business what Michelle and Barry got going on. Leave them the fuck alone. We will fuck you up about the Obamas. That's what the fuck we will do. We will fuck you up. And let's be clear, the hierarchy is Michelle, Sasha, then Barack, then Malia. That's the hierarchy, okay? It's Michelle first. It's Michelle, then Sasha. Them the two we will fuck you up without even blinking, okay? You mention Michelle or Sasha, we'll fuck you up without even thinking about it. Before you finish getting their name out your mouth, we done already had 2 to the head, 3 to the body, okay? After those two, Michelle and Sasha, okay? Then it's Barack, and then it's Malia. Malia, girl, we don't really see it for you like that. I'm just saying. But girl, we'll fuck you up. Leave Barry and Michelle out your motherfucking mouth, because we will fuck you up. That's the order. It's Michelle. Hey, Catherine Powell. It's Michelle, Sasha, then Barack, and then Malia. Child, we don't really see it for her like that. Child. You know why Malia is last, girl. She be around there over there with the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains, and we don't really see it for her like that, child. But that's our order. That is our order, okay? Let's be clear. We're very clear on the order. I don't give a fuck what they got going on. They can announce today that they secretly got divorced. I still fuck you hoes up about talking about Michelle and Barack. We will fuck you up. Now, a quick way to get fucked up by black people, talk about Barack and Michelle. See if we don't fuck you up. Or see if we don't fuck you up. He is third. I'm just telling you, Janae, he is third. He's third. Michelle is the number one. Michelle is on top, okay? Now, when Mama Robinson, before she passed, she would have been right up under Michelle, okay? But Mama Robinson went on to be with the Lord and the ancestors. So it's Michelle, and now that Mama Robinson is gone, it's Sasha, because we love us some Sasha, okay? Sasha is the younger daughter. She is. That's correct, D. Now, Sasha, we will fight you about Sasha. Sasha is like her mama. Malia is like her daddy, okay? Sasha is like her mama, the Robinson side. Malia is like her daddy, the Obama side, okay? No, Barack is not second, Pinky. I'm sorry to have to inform you. Pinky, Sasha is number 2. It is Michelle number 1. Sasha is number 2. She's right there. Now Barack, he's after Sasha. I'm just saying. Sasha is after Michelle. Barack is after Sasha. Okay, we love us some Sasha. Okay, I'm sorry, Natasha. And then it's Barack and then Malia. Y'all can have her. I'm just saying. Uncle Jay, please tell these people that's the order. That is the order. That is the order. That is the official order of hierarchies in the Obama family. I'm just telling you. Look at little baby. You probably ain't lying though. You ain't lying. Crazy whole body girl sound like that order. You know, as men, we always gonna rank ourselves last. Especially he got all daughters. He don't have not one son, so he gonna always put all of them above him. I wonder what he did too. I hope he ain't been over there dipping his spoon into sugar bowls somewhere, Miss Kiki. I hope not. I'm just saying. Child. She looked like her daddy. Sasha take after Michelle. Malia take after her daddy. I'm just telling you. Hmm. But yeah, this is why this is in the hashtag ABC. We don't give a damn what the fuck they got going on. What the fuck is gonna happen? You're gonna leave our people alone. That is black royalty. The Obamas is the black version of the royal family, and we will fuck you up. Just like in the royal family, people like Harry more than they like William. We love Sasha more than we like Malia. We just gonna be honest about it. Look at Universal Goddess. I ain't want to say it, Universal Goddess, so I'm gonna just let you say it. Yeah, listen, I don't think he is either, Janae, because Michelle look like she'll fuck him up. Like I feel if we having a situation, my money is on Michelle, not on Barack. I'm just gonna be honest. My money is on Michelle, not Barack. I'm just saying. Well, the stories are going out that he says that he's in the doghouse with her and he's trying to make it right with right. That's what they're saying. They're saying he's trying to dig himself out of a hole. We don't know what the hole is. And frankly, I don't care. What we're not gonna do is talk about Barry and Michelle. We gotta move on. I don't care. I listen, Kiki, because Kiki all happy and excited. I'm so glad he went to the army. It really helped. Kiki. We don't give a damn. We don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck if he go to the army, navy, air force, military, coast guard, space, whatever. We don't give a fuck. We don't. We don't like him. And frankly, at this point, you making us not like you, Kiki, because you keep bringing this fuck boy up. We don't care, Kiki. Get him away from us. Stop bringing his bitch ass up. We don't give a damn. You keep trying to give him second chances. What she's trying to do, y'all, is she's trying to explain why we gonna find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that he's still somewhere blowing her back out. She's still getting her back blown out by him. That's what this looks like to me. This gives the signs of, yeah, that nigga got good dick, and he done went to the army, and I could look past. They done helped him get past all his issues he was having. He could still come around and blow my back out before he come pick up his son. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. We don't care. Kiki, we don't care. Lil baby, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, little baby. He's still over there blowing her back out. China White said we don't care. One fuck, two fuck, red fuck, blue fuck. That's what China White said. Right. Crazy whole body girl say just leave us out of it. Like Kiki, I never even really saw it for you like that. Your career as an adult actress pales in comparison in your career as a child actress. I don't really give a damn. You need to be working on your acting career, Kiki, not what the fuck he got going on. I'm just saying. China White said you get on her nerve by proxy at this point. That's what she said. Jason, hey Jason, bruh. Jason, bruh. Jason, I listen, I'm with you, Jason. I'm with you. The army, the military is not therapy. If anything, it makes your mental worse. Okay. I'm just saying, Jason, as one of my other heterosexual menses, we got some good palate cleansers for you today. Down to the palate cleansers today, Jason. I got you today, Jason. We got some good ass and titties for you, okay? I'm with you, little baby, but who am I? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But if you like it, Kiki, go on over there. Go the fuck on over there. Just don't tell us about it. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. No, she need to leave us alone, Harold. Harold! She need to leave us the fuck alone. We didn't ask for this. Did nobody care about what he had going on? Sir, ma'am, go Scott. We don't care. Rapper Asian Doll says nobody is allowed to talk about her boyfriend. I don't give a fuck who you is. See? More to say. These are the motherfuckers that be round here getting their ass beat, getting cheated on, getting abused, dealing with all kinds of trauma and fuck shit. But tell us, oh, don't talk about my relationship. He a good man. Okay, stay over there. We don't give a fuck. Okay? If you didn't want us to talk about your boyfriend, why are you even mentioning him? Why are you even talking about this? I don't even know who you are, Asian Doll. I don't know. So therefore, I certainly don't know who your boyfriend is because I don't even know who you are. So because I don't know who you are and damn sure don't know who your boyfriend is, I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody talk about your boyfriend. And the fact that you mention him forces us to have to talk about him. Sir, ma'am, I'm not sir, but ma'am, leave us out of it. We don't know we barely know who the fuck you are. I think I heard your name once or twice, but I damn sure don't know who your boyfriend and don't give a damn who he is. Ain't nobody allowed to talk about your boyfriend. What? We don't know who he is. We didn't even know you had one. Girl, where y'all find these people? Harold, I blame you because Xavier's not here, Harold. So I got to blame you. And I know you know who she is, Harold. I know with every fiber of my soul, Harold, you know who this woman is. Because I have no idea who she is. I can't name you not one song. Is she a singer, a rapper? What does she do? Was she on like Baddies or something? I don't know these people. I have no idea who this woman is. So I damn sure ain't know who her boyfriend was. I'm with you on that, Jason. Like, listen, Asian doll. Even Harold say, "Bitch, I don't know who you are. Who is this woman?" When Harold say he don't know who you are, ma'am, you have no relevance. Chef Don Don, are you still in the in the chat? Chef Don Don, do you know who this woman is? Because I don't know. I do know who Flo Millie is. I do know who Flo Millie is. I do know who she is, but I damn sure don't know who Asia Doll is. I only know who Flo Millie is because I like her song Backpack, 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 Backpack. I do like her song Backpack. Not her waist trainer, no. She's King Von's ex that was underlined. Wait, I don't know who King Von is. Listen, Chef Don Don said he don't know who the fuck you are, ma'am. Don't nobody know who you are. So how the fuck we supposed to know who your boyfriend is? I'm just saying. We don't know who you are, ma'am. Ma'am, go the fuck away from us, ma'am. Go with God. Please, go with God. Go with God. Hashtag GWG. Because if you are a rapper, you certainly belong in the ABCs. Why?
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch just can't. We're going into the dossier. We're diving feet first into the dossier. Because we never dive head first into the dossier. Now, the dossier got a lot going on. You got to dive feet first into the dossier. Honey. No, ma'am. Feet first into the dossier. I'm just saying. Let's go into the dossier. Not only doll I know is Big Mama Tail, and her name is Barbie. Who is you know what? Uncle Jay, this is why we can't have nice things. This is exactly why we can't have nice things. Just saying. Just saying. Oh. So Dwight Howard, we start off with Dwight Howard. So Dwight Howard, he was a victim of scamming not long ago where somebody tried to scam him and they actually did scam him out of $8 million. Okay. Um Now they told him in the scam, they told him that it was a bid to purchase parts of the Atlanta Dream. I believe that's the soccer team in Atlanta, the Atlanta Dream. If I'm not mistaken, somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Atlanta Dream. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a soccer team, it's a minor league basketball team. Excuse me. Is it no, I'm sorry. That's the WNBA. basketball team. Okay. Listen, I'm just saying. The Atlanta Dream is the WNBA basketball team, okay? So it was a scam where he was supposed to um not them big wide ass shoulders, just long and lanky. Yeah, he got a nice size meat for his height. Normally, men his height don't have good meat, but he got a decent sized peen for his height. Chef Don Don, I'm just telling you. I might put it down to the members only chat. But he was conned out of 7 million, not $8 million. I'm sorry, $7 million. Now the man who conned him out of the $7 million, he was just sentenced to 12 years in prison. His name is Calvin Darton Jr. And so he conned Dwight Howard out of $7 million for an investment in a fictitious bid for a WNBA team. And so that guy ended up getting 12 years in prison. I still think old boy is looking for you to give him some money after you tried to make him have sex with you and Miss Kitty. What about Miss Kitty over there, Dwight? We still wanting to know, are you gonna pay what's the boy named Steven something? What was the dude named? Steven, was it Steven Harper? Steven something. Who you had over there that you found off of Jack down to the Atlanta, that you had come over your house while your children is upstairs sleeping so you can go and get yours and his back blown out by Miss Kitty. Remember you had Miss Kitty come out the bathroom when you told that man it was just gonna be you and him, and Miss Kitty sprawled her ass with that gas station ass wig she had on. And them 2.5 inch grandma heels. Hey, Spicy Original. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. His shoulders scare you, child. He like to get his back blown out. Chef Don Don. I'm just telling you what I know. And he likes either fem tops or fem tops or trans tops. I'm just telling you what I know. Why ain't shit, Harold? What I did? We still trying to know. Did you pay that young man, Stephen, whatever his, I think his name was Stephen Harper, whatever his name, when you had Miss Kitty, come up out that good bathroom in that gas station wig, okay, and them 2.5 inch heels. Girl! Did you pay him the money you owe him? Okay. Girl. Girl. You hey. Mm. Mm. Hey, Jay Parrish, what's going on? Miss Kitty says she's your top favorite. She's your top's favorite. Tom, yes, ma'am. Miss Kitty drove that young man home. Steven said, remember the part where Miss Kitty said, hey, now you know what it is. You can't tell nobody what's going on. Miss Kitty, he had Miss Kitty drive that young man home so Miss Kitty could school him on. Keep your motherfucking mouth closed, bitch. Miss Kitty was acting like the madam, the whores, okay? Motherfucker, keep your mouth closed before we have to come after you, bitch. Woo! But little baby, They don't. You're right, little baby. They normally don't be trans. They just be the femboys, and they always look like Royce. They're always dark skinned. They always have they dark skin, real beautiful, dark chocolatey skin. Got that bone straight ass. They got that good perm in. Okay, they slim and trim, nice cut cheekbones like Royce used to have. And baby, that's it. He got a type now. I'm telling you what I know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Child. Miss Kitty did say, shut your ass up, bitch. Miss Kitty looked like she got a deep voice too. She gonna come in that with that gas station ass wig on with them 2.5-inch heels, okay? And be having a deep ass voice. Right, like Jermaine Stewart. Uh-huh. Like, now listen. I feel like Dwight Howard, if Jermaine was still alive, if Jermaine Stewart was still alive, shout out to Jermaine Stewart. May he rest in peace. We don't have to take our clothes off. We don't to have a good time. Oh no. We can dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. Even though I'm not drinking cherry wine. Cherry wine is nasty as hell. But shout out to Jermaine Stewart. I'm just saying. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. Oh no. Look at Chef Dada. Chef Dada, child. I believe, listen, Fran. Now, what I wanted Royce to tell her, remember she had that whole 13, 14, 28 part mini series that she had on him. I wanted her to tell us how she put that strap on and blew his back out. That's what I wanted her to tell us, okay? Listen, Janae, cherry wine. I've had cherry wine. It ain't that good, okay? I don't care for it. Shout out to Jermaine Stewart, who died in the year of our Lord 1997. Mm-hmm. But Fred, you better tell it. Dwight, we have nothing else for you. Circle with God. We have nothing else for you. See, first of all, before I play the clip, y'all always let these high yellow ass motherfuckers get away with a lot of shit. High yellow ass, light eyes having ass motherfuckers that ain't shit. Y'all let these raggedy ass bitches, light skinned, high yellow having ass, light skinned, gray eyes, hazel eyes having ass motherfuckers get away with shit that they should never get with. Now, there's a abbreviated clip that's going around the internet. I'm gonna play the full clip for y'all. Now, the full clip is rather lengthy. Where's my clip? Hold on, y'all. It's 5+ minutes. So I'm telling you, it's 5+ minutes. Okay. So brace yourself. Because I want to get the full context. So I'm gonna play the full clip, y'all, so y'all can hear the full context. Because people like to say that, oh, y'all got it out of context. Y'all ain't really hear what he had to say. Hey, Brittany Janae. So I ain't talking about the women's, I'm talking about the men's, okay? I ain't talking about the women's, Janae. I'm talking about these men's that's high yellow, gray eyes, light eye, hazel eyes, green eyes, and shit that y'all let get away with fuck shit. So I'm gonna play the full 5-minute and 33-second clip. Now, if you don't want to watch it, come see us back in about 6 minutes and the clip will be over. Here's the clip.
You know, there's a short life in
why do you think
world.
that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what Heath had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit, because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the Chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do.
This is y'all boy, who, as you saw, was sitting right in front of a Donald Trump signature. But this is, I guess that everybody who comes on signs, you saw him sitting right next to a Donald Trump signature, right? Mm-hmm. I thought you and your God King, Terrence Howard, because I know you're full MAGA. I know that. I thought you and your God King, Donald John, said there were only two genders. So naturally, isn't everybody either man or woman? That's what y'all told us. The other thing is, you talk about a real man and what a real man would do, and if they try you. Hey, Terrence Howard. There are a lot of us who you may not consider real men that will fuck you up. Those of us down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound, because I saw where you were going, sir. Those of us down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound, there's some of them that like high yellow motherfuckers like you. Even if I liked high yellow people, you know, I like brown skin and dark skin more. But you never was cute to me. Like Terrence Howard was never a cute light skinned person. There's some light skinned people that's just not cute to me. Terrence Howard is one of them. Never, I've never liked him. Never thought he was cute. Never. But if they did try you and you came over there talking about you wanted to nuck him, because what you're alluding to, sir, is, oh, if they came at me with that fuck shit, I'll fuck their ass up. No, you wouldn't, because you'll get your ass fucked up. Please be clear. Those of us down here to the Rainbow Coalition compound, the girls likes to fight. The girls like to fight. The girls likes to fight. And if you want to question our manhood, because we might call ourselves the girls, the way you would get your ass fucked up by us alleged not non-men, guys, as you call it, whatever the fuck I don't know where you're going, sir. Now you talk about you got to do the chitlin circuit. I wonder why. Because nobody is going to approve of having to deal with your fuck shit. I blame Lee Daniels and shit, and all of the people who give him a platform. Lee Daniels, you're a gay ass man, okay? You got your ass a suite down to the Rainbow Coalition compound in the G corridor on the black wing of the G corridor down to the Rainbow Coalition compound, Lee Daniels. Well, you used to have a suite. Now you ain't got that much money. So you had to downgrade your suite to a one bedroom, one bath efficiency. However, why is someone like this even on your platform? Is it because you knew he would embody all of that character from Empire, who was one of the most misogynistic and homophobic people that there is? I'm just saying. But you can come over here with real men and who is and is not a man. Okay, I don't have to be a man. You'll still get fucked up. You'll still get your ass fucked up. I'm just saying. But let's be clear. He's not out of the norm. There's a large faction of black men and women, for that matter, that feel exactly the way he feels and will intimate their feelings exactly the same way he did, if not worse. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what it is. Because even in his statements at the end, you could tell he has issue with the fact that he ain't got as much money as he think he should have. Because you see how he said, because he has so many issues that, when people in 2025 start talking about the Chitlin circuit, that's a direct dig at black people. You do realize that, right? The fact that he said, yeah, I got to go down there to the Chitlin circuit, meaning he has to slum it up with you niggas in order to make ends meet, because he ain't really getting the money that he feels like he should be getting, because he's a real man. Okay, girl. Okay. I wonder why you're not getting the money you think you should be getting. A fucking mess. A fucking mess. I wish nothing but the worst for you. Sir Goes God. Well, hey MVN, what's good, boo? It's one of my longtime subscribers. We love her. Shout out to the members. MVN is one of my oldest subscribers. Shout out to MVN. MVN been following me since she was living over in Africa. Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, which Corey? Not Corey Holcomb or Corey Hardict. Holcomb or Hardict. Because if you talk about Corey Holcomb, he's over there in the Red Pill Society, basically. Like he's a fuck boy. He is. Child, he ain't shit. Speaking of ain't shitness, Gail King, she had a slip up, or was it a slip up? Here's the slip up.
What in the faggotry are you talking about?
Oh yeah, you heard that. Let me play it again for you.
What in the faggotry are you talking about?
One more time for the people in the back that didn't hear your girl, Gail King.
What in the faggotry are you talking about?
Yeah, Holcomb is a whole problem. People who are part of the community that goes up, and Holcomb has a huge platform and a lot of people that follow him in his fuck shit. He's a problem. Gail, come here, Gail. Come here, Gail. Come here. Now, what I'm not gonna do, Gail, is give you a pass. You get no passes from over here, sir. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Ma'am, you get no passes from over here, Gail, because I'm not in the business of giving out passes, okay? Do I believe that you are inherently homophobic? No, I don't. But what I do believe is your ass felt like you was a little too comfortable, Gail. And you thought you was just gonna let that slide on out. Gail, you are on CBS Morning Show, okay? In what alternate reality did you believe that word could roll up off your mouth and it was just gonna be okay? Really, Gail? Really? Really? Gail, that's not cute. That's not okay. And if you got fired, I'm not gonna be windmilling for you, Gail. I'm not. If CBS said Gail King would no longer be with her, Don't look for this black man to be over here windmilling for you because you knew better. There's no reason for that to fly out your mouth, Gail. None. You know better. Gail, whatever happens, now I don't know if they're gonna, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't believe she's gonna get fired. However, if CBS came out and said, yeah, bitch, you got to go, because the higher ups, the members of the Rainbow Coalition compound, said, no, we're not having this shit. You have nobody to blame but yourself. That was a self-inflicted wound. That was an unforced error. Like, really? Really? I'm just going to let that play again.
What in the faggotry are you talking about?
And for this man to just be kikiing, you were supposed to check that bitch immediately. And that be my problem. Now, I don't give a shit if she's over 700. My thing about it is, there's no way that should have fell out your mouth. That just fell out your mouth, Gail. Girl. There is no situation where that should fall out your mouth. In the same vein, there's no situation where N-word should fall out of a white person's mouth. None. None. I mean, it was effortless, ma'am. Ma'am, because you would feel some kind of way if a white person on your same show said the N-word, you would be up in arms. And rightfully so. So rightfully so, members, those of us who are in the Rainbow Coalition compound, have a problem with the fact that you thought that this was okay.
What in the faggotry are you talking about?
The fact that you thought it was okay to say,
what in the faggotry are you talking about?
Is a problem for those of us in the Rainbow Coalition compound. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Right. She having a whole sugar spike. Right. That's your sugar. What's the low, Gail? A mess. L Sid, I'm with you. They over there. Bitch, that ain't funny. Because when she let that roll out of her mouth, hey, Gail, I don't know if you had a slip up, but that's offensive to me. And you using that F word like that so effortlessly is so offensive. I'm going to end this interview now because I'm highly offended. And I'll commence to taking off my mic and walking off stage live. They'll have to cut the commercial. They would have to cut the commercial on my motherfucking ass. Right, Janae. Right. You know what? I don't even know that I saw the whole clip that says what they were talking about. But even no matter what they were talking about, it still shouldn't have came out your mouth. That was what's his name? Nate who used to play cornerback for the Seahawks. I can't think of his name right now. But it's gonna come to me. Now her pressure must have been up. It does, D. It came out too effortlessly. She said it like it was nothing. She said it was like it was. She said it like it was nothing. Like, oh yeah, let me just let this slide. Nate Burleson, thank you. He used to play for the Seattle Seahawks. He was a cornerback. Thank you, Nate Burleson. But ma'am, you could save your apologies. CBS now, Do I expect CBS to fire her? No, because we're living in Trump's America where you can let shit like this fall out your mouth. I ain't never really see it for you like that, Gail, anyway. For all we knew, Gail, you were just a bitch hanging on to Oprah Winfrey's coochie hairs. That's all we knew about you. You was a bitch that was lapping up and licking up and cleaning Oprah's pubic hairs with your tonsils and with your tongue. That's all we knew about you for a long time. A mess. What did Gail do now? Gail, what did she do? She said this.
What in the faggotry are you talking about?
I thought that was going to be funny. Oh, girl. We got to move on. Go to hell, Gail. Christopher Maurice is in the news. So, he wants to give y'all some advice, right? He's urging his fans to refrain from wearing red bandanas at his show. Now he's on his Breezy Bowl 20 Stadium World Tour. And people have tried to link him with the Bloods gang in the past. And so he's advising, because there were some fans that were saying they was gonna wear red bandanas for him, allegedly being in the Bloods or whatever. And he said, yeah, let's refrain from doing that. He wrote on his Instagram saying, quote, I see a lot of fans collectively telling Team Breezy to wear red bandanas to the concert. I would highly advise y'all to not do that. End of quote. He went on to encourage fans to do something different by saying, quote, just get brown bandanas so y'all won't run into any problems. I don't want people to get the wrong impression and promote the wrong thing. Y'all know I'm Breezy, but we promoting positivity on this tour. Thank you, and I love you all. End of quote. Sir, first of all, I wasn't going to your tour. Second of all, I'm not wearing red bandanas to your tour. And third of all, I don't care. Now, they say his tour is sold out all over the place. All over the world, his tour is sold out. They say he filling out stadiums and stuff like that. Hey, go ahead. Make your money. But sir, I don't really care. Listen, I didn't know nothing about him being a Blood either, D. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. Only blood I know with Chris Brown is the blood that he extracts from women after he hits them or commits domestic violence on them. That's the only blood I know. Thank you for your Cash App, MVN. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much. MVN sitting over at Cash App. Thank you, ma'am, for your Cash App. But sir, we don't care. We don't get this. Quiet as it's kept. This could have been in the hashtag ABCs for all we give a damn. It really could have been. It could have. I'm just saying. Sir, go with God. In scorned and jilted lover news, Lil Bow Wow had some things to say about his ex boo thing, Omarion. So somebody on X, formerly Twitter, suggested that Bow Wow and Omarion to Bow Wow that he needed to talk to Omarion, you know, because when they was booed up in a couple, and Omarion was blowing his back out and tickling, the inner parts of his rectum, trying to reach the second hole, when Omarion was over there dancing with Lil Bow Wow's second hole. They was good, but now they done broke up, and you don't even see them talk about each other anymore. So when that user on X, formerly Twitter, said that Lil Bow Wow needed to go talk to Omarion, he said, "quote No, we don't." End of quote. And so people started to immediately think that there was an issue with them and Omarion, with Bow Wow and Omarion, and Bow Wow basically confirmed, "Yeah, we got issues, we got problems. We ain't cool like that. He broke up with me, went over to that bitch April, and blew her back out and knocked her up and had a baby with her. And I'm mad about it." But he said, "quote I don't want to talk. There's nothing to talk about, not even in a bad way." End of quote. He claims he's been trying to be the bigger person in the past, but that Omarion refused to meet him in the middle. Listen, Bow Wow, Bow Wow, bruh. I know the dick was good, Bow Wow. I know you was over there getting that sweet meat from Omarion. And sometimes when you getting that sweet meat, when they stroking it good, he do look Bow Wow do look like he probably got some good booty. Now Bow Wow look like he probably throw it back real good. Now I ain't gonna lie, he do look like he throw that thing back. That thing is tight and right and grip the right way. Okay, I'm just saying. And we know we done seen what Omarion got going on. We know Omarion got good dick over there. So I listen, Bow Wow, we done all been there. All of us in this chat that had a situation where we done been getting some good stroke game, some good dick. Good dick will make you go crazy. Okay. Good dick will make a bitch lose their mind. And we know that's what you're going through. You going through withdrawals. Because everybody you probably done had since then, you done compared to that dick, and you be like, man, you was good, but you wasn't no Mario. I understand. But bruh, let it go. Okay? Bruh, you got to get over the fact that you can't get the sweet meat no more. Now, the good thing is Omarion said he done been celibate for several years now. So at least you ain't over here got to be worried about him fucking the next motherfucker like that. At least you know he done been celibate. And you ain't over here blowing everybody back out across the fruited plains. But bro, you got to get over it. Okay, cause y'all listen, y'all was in a good place when y'all was making when y'all was in a relationship with each other and blowing each other's backs out. But sir, it's over. Let it go. It's okay. You got to learn to move on. Now he look like he only wear black underwear, child. April was playing with Lil Fizzle Pop, but that was after she had got her back blown out by Omarion. You don't go to Little Fizzle Pop first. Little Fizzle Pop is what you end up with after you already opened up and the walls have come tumbling down like Jericho. And so Lil Fizzle Pop come up in there like, okay, go just hurry up, okay? Because you already open and tooted up after Omarion done obliterated your womb. And so since you already down there, you already open, just hurry up, little Fizzle Pop. Just going on. Because little Fizzle Pop ain't got no meat like that. Not is April trade at this point. Child. Girl. Child. Child. Listen, Omarion was giving Lil Bow Wow the sweet meat Brittany Janae. Girl. He was giving him the sweet meat. And I ain't mad at it, because if Omarion came around this way, him and his B cups could give me the sweet meats too. Because we done seen you lately. You do got B cups now, Omarion. And it's okay. He'll be right over here with his B cups, laying it down, giving me all of the stroke. Hey, Tracy W. I see you late to class. She did me well, long as she didn't get with my boo, J Boog. Cause you know J Boog. Listen, J Boog was my husband. I'll fuck you hoes up. Omarion is cute, but Omarion plays second fiddle to J Boog. For me, it was J Boog and the rest of them. For me, it was always J Boog for me. Y'all can have all of them. Omarion, you can come after J Boog, but J Boog gets first dibs. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. not it's me decent. Baby, can we get to the next store? Because I don't like Bow Wow like that, child. Child. April's a professional beard, just like Lori Harvey. Well, and that came from Spicy Original. Listen, Uncle Jay and Lil Baby, I don't want to have to fuck y'all up. I love y'all. I don't want to have to fuck y'all up about J Book. I would hate to have to fuck y'all up. Now, Orion is cute too now. Orion is cute too now. I ain't gonna lie. Spicy Original. He cute too now. I ain't gonna lie. Omar, just get over it, sir. Sir, it's okay. We done all been through a bad breakup when we had to break up with somebody with some good dick. Hell, the Bay had some good ass dick. But we had to break up. And I'm over it. I ain't mad about it. Even though I just had some of it yesterday. But still, if you play your cards right, you could get it again. Come on, Scott. So that's I Show Speed in the middle, right? So I Show Speed is in a bit of a quagmire. Now he's over in China, visiting China. And you know, he's a global sensation. People know him all around the world. So he's being confronted with a little bit of racism down to the China. And some people are saying it's blatant racism. Some people saying, oh no, it's not racism. Now, part of it comes because in Chinese, in Mandarin, I should say, Mandarin Chinese, nigga is how you say the word that. That's how you say the word that in Chinese. Nigga. Now, and let me show you a video demonstrating. Hold on. Where's the fucking video? Here it is. Now, while that may be the case, now if you don't know who I Show Speed is, he's a huge streamer. He's he's in the same line as Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, I should say. Kai Cenat and I Show Speed are some of the biggest streamers. They do video game streaming. They're some of the biggest global streamers. They're some of the biggest streamers in the world globally. Known by more people probably globally than a whole lot of people that you know. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a couple other videos. Now we've chronicled on this channel how the Chinese people are just as racist as their American counterparts. Very racist. Years ago, I showed a video. I think it was like 2020 or 2021. I think it was 2021 when there was the Beijing Olympics. It was something. No, I don't think. No, the Beijing Olympics was in 2016. It was some. I think it was the FIBA World Basketball Championships was in Beijing or something like that. But for whatever reason, the NBA players were over in China, and they were hurling all types of racial epithets at the NBA players. Very racist in China. Very, very racist. Okay. So now I'm going to show the video and give the like a few videos, and then give you some extra context on these few videos. Okay. Here's the first one. And here's another video. Unfortunately, it was not a skit. And he had to shut down his lives because it got out of order. So he's found himself having to shut down his lives because these people in China are going out of their way to do this. Now, this is not his first trip overseas. There's a lot of videos that have been circulating about when he was in Poland, and white people in Poland were calling him the N-word as well. And he kind of almost like encouraged it because he felt like they didn't know what they were saying. My point is, it's like with the Gayle King situation. When you're okay with it, when you don't check a bitch, when you don't fuck bitches up when they say some shit, they just gonna keep doing it. And here we are. Here the hell we are. Now, the broader question is, we as black people, and most black people, most of us, I should say, we will never be at the level of celebrity that an I Show Speed is. I Show Speed, you may not know him personally, but I Show Speed globally is a global phenomenon, well recognized all over the world. Him and Kai Cenat are globally recognizable American figures. I'm just telling you what I know. And they are black people. They use the N-word colloquially as other black people do. But when you have other countries and other people in other countries that are patterning themselves after these individuals, and they start to use their language and their colloquialisms, do we get upset that they've adopted those same colloquialisms that we decide to use on these public global platforms? They don't know. These are people from other countries that may not know or have the history of that word and what it means in America. Because if we're at the point where we have people who have no attachment to the history of American slavery and black people, what that word means and how it was used against black people. And so you travel across the world and they're saying what's up to you, and they're using the same word, slang, and colloquialisms that you use. Are they at fault for using it, or are you at fault for using it amongst people outside of the comfortable sanctuary of black people only? I'm just saying. That's a conversation. It's silly Saturday. We don't have time to break this down like we should. But that's just a conversation that's being had on Al Gore's good internet. And yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, it is time for me to bring out our boy, the late, great Larry Myers, to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. So yesterday, you had hands-off protests all over the country and all over the world, actually. There were global protests in solidarity in major cities around the world. Now, a large population of the black majority said, we're going to sit our black asses at home and not be the fuck bothered, and y'all can go out there and protest. That's your right. In the same way, it was the right of those people who decided they didn't want to vote for Kamala. It was their right not to vote for Kamala Harris. But my thing about it is, and I say this to everybody, we as black people, I've been saying this, I've been screaming this for a long time, and y'all disagree with me, and it's okay. We can agree to disagree. And me saying that, I just left a bad taste in my mouth because really B knows one of my least favorite sayings. Like for me, one of the, y'all may not know this, but one of the things that if you say it to me, it makes me angry is when you say we can agree to disagree, because there's no such animal as agreeing to disagree. You just disagree. And so when I talk to people, I just say we disagree, but we don't have to be disagreeable. There's no such animal. We agree to disagree. No, we just disagree. Anyway, so I've always said we don't get to take days off. We don't get to take time off because when things happen to the country, they are exponentially worse with us. So if we take this moment to say, well, I'm not going to protest, I'm not going to go out there, I'm not going to do anything, then what we're saying is we don't want our voices to be heard. Like it or not like it. When you say I'm not going, what you're saying, even if you feel like I shouldn't have to go, even if you feel like I did my part, what you're saying is I don't want my voice to be heard. I don't want to see that at the table. Because what happens if the people that can effectuate change look and they look out and say, oh, this is a problem. These people are really out here protesting. This has finally caused us to feel some kind of way. Let's see what their issues are, and let's see how we can address their issues. And if all our black asses are sitting at home while issues are being addressed, whose fault is that? That's a real question. If every black person is at home when these things happen, and these things that happen finally move the needle and get these people to come to the table and say, okay, I get it. Y'all have an issue. Let's sit down and talk about your issues. If you're not there, why do they feel they need to talk to you? Why would our issues be a priority if we were not there to speak to our issues? There are other ways to be resistant, crazy homebody girl. But the thing about it is, what we as Black people have to understand, go back and look at the history of all of our movements. In these yet to be United States of America, we've never had a movement singularly or by ourselves. Every movement that changed the country or moved the needle required that other communities were involved. If you go back to the abolitionist movement wasn't just Black people. There were a whole lot of white people involved in the abolitionist movement, because had it been Black people by themselves, it would not have moved the needle. Go back to the civil rights era. Go back and look at the front lines of the civil rights marches and movements and things like that. It wasn't only Black people. There was a collective of individuals. Black, white, blue, purple. And so the issues of Black people have always been the issues that have moved this country. They have always been the issues that have make America right. Okay. Now, I hear what you're saying, crazy homebody girl, where Black people feel like, well, I'm not risking my life. I'm not doing nothing. I don't feel like it's worth it. If we all take that stance, we're never going to get anywhere. It's never going to get any better. So you have to say to yourself, you have a couple options. Are you on the side of individuals that say, I'd rather die fighting for my freedom? On the side that says, I'd rather live through the oppression and learn to deal with it? Those are your options. You fight, take the battle scars, and even in some cases, even die fighting for your freedom. Or you say, I'm going to live out and be comfortable and learn to deal with my circumstances as they are and go on. And there's no wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. You just have a choice in how you choose to deal with that. And it's okay. Either way, if you say, baby, I just want to live day to day and be okay in my existence and find a little bit of happiness in my existence, even if that means that I'm being oppressed and I don't have all of the rights that I need to have, that's fine. And I'm okay with that. And I have no problem with people who choose that. But then there are people who choose to say, no, if I'm going out, I'm going out fighting. And that's just a personal choice. My issue comes in when Black people yesterday were browbeating other Black people who choose to say, no, I'm going out to protest. I'm going out into the fight. I want to be out there fighting and protesting. Don't make anybody feel bad. And don't try to browbeat people because they said I wanted to go out here. That's my only, because I don't have a problem for people who say I'm not going out there. It ain't my fight. I don't give a damn. I did what I was supposed to do. Let me sit my ass down. Beautiful. Great. No problem with that. I also don't have a problem with people who said, nope, my I see this moment of exigence. I understand, and I got fight left in me. I'm going out here to fight. I'm going out here to protest. I'm just saying. And they've always been violent toward us. Going back to, remember, our movements in the Black community have never come without bloodshed. Everything that we have gotten as a people in this country has come with blood shed. And we are not afraid as a community to shed blood because we have children vested and involved in it. And it's never just about us. It's always about I have children and grandchildren and generations after me that I'm willing to fight for and to fight to make sure that they have a better situation than what I have. And that's okay. Either way you choose to go. Either way you choose to go. But I'm okay with however you chose to go. But sometimes I have to say this, you have to play a calculated risk. You have to you got to line it up and weigh the costs. Cuz I wonder if some of our grandparents and great grandparents in the 40s, 50s and 60s had said, "Baby, I don't have the type of energy. Let me stay home." Would we be where we are now? Or would we have any of the luxuries that we're missing or that are being stripped from us? And that's where you have to take a calculated risk. The calculated risk is, will it be that the one time you said I'm not going or I'm not doing is the one time that those people who did go issues were addressed? And that's the conversation that you have. And now who I don't give a pass to, while I'm going to say I don't have a problem, however way you looked at it, if you chose to stay home, if you chose not to stay home, that's up to you. I'll make you feel bad either way. Who I will make feel bad is if there is a black politician, a black elected official that took the day off, you are wrong. Black people, the constituents that decided to stay home, that's their prerogative. In the same way, though, that black people that stayed home from the election had their prerogative to do that as well. And you see what happened. I just want to give the correlation. The same way when black people stayed their ass home in November, and we see what happened. We have black people that stayed home yesterday, and there are going to be implications and repercussions because of that. However, if you're an elected official, yesterday was not the day to take off. Black, white, blue, or purple. Especially if you're proposed to be on our side. That was the day every black official, every progressive, every left-leaning politician should have been at every protest. There should not have been a protest where you should not have seen an elected official on the front line. On the front lines. Every politician that's left-leaning should have been their ass out there, sign in hand, on the front line, in front of every camera and microphone they could be in front of, in solidarity with the people. Now, Crazy Homebody Girl, you are echoing the sentiments of a whole lot of people I know. I've had conversations yesterday and today with a whole lot of people say, well, there's consequences for it. They have said the same thing. And I said this to a good friend of mine. I said, I want you to remember that, because this is the same friend of mine who has a very popular TikTok channel. She's a couple million people on her TikTok. And she's a black woman. She said, and she's one of those black women that she goes on her TikTok and she goes in and lets have on people that did not vote, telling them that they're the reason. She be going in too, telling them that they're the reason that she's not that Kamala didn't get voted for. And I said to her yesterday, while you sitting at home, can't those same people say the same thing about you today? You're the reason. why maybe they say we're going to pay attention to everybody else's issue except for the black issues? Because maybe what's going on isn't that important to black people. What are they supposed to think? Oh, they don't have a problem with it. They're home. It's not that big of an issue. So we don't need to address their issues. I'm not saying they'd be right in saying that, but what I'm saying is that is what people may say. So that's a good question. I don't know that we'll ever know how many people at the protest voted for Kamala, but I don't think that we should think that people are out here basically throwing out things saying, oh yeah, I'm sure most of the people at the protest voted for Trump. You don't know that. You do not know that. And contrary, and when you take that stance, you take the stance that even you take on the conservative and Republican talking points who talk about this alleged mandate, when in all actuality, when you look at the raw numbers that have come out, this was the smallest margin of victory for an elected official in the history of elections in this country. This was the smallest margin of victory for an elected president in our country's history. But the way people have gotten on these separate sides, you would think that there was this 70-30 landslide. The way many people on our side speak about this or go after people that they may or may not know have voted for him, as if they agree that there was this landslide election or there was this mythical mandate that he had, when there wasn't a mandate, when it wasn't a landslide, when he won by the smallest margin of victory. They literally said the margin of victory was literally 6 votes in every polling station around the country. 6, less than 10. Less than 10 of the people at every voting precinct is the margin of victory that he allegedly got. And so when we really wrap our hands around that, what I'm saying to you is there's no mandate for anyone. And we can't be so vitriolic in the results of the election that we paint this broad stroke with everyone across the country that doesn't look like us or we don't think aligned with us. Because that's just really not the case. And what we have to understand is the moment at hand. We can either choose to go down like the Democrats have gone down, being proverbial losers, or we can let our voice be heard, continue to move the needle, and continue to say, we're not going to take it anymore. Don't worry. We have an election coming up next year. We're absolutely going to be on the front lines letting our voice be heard. And I, for one, am okay with people that voted the wrong way saying, I made a mistake. We need to fix this. I'm out here protesting too, because guess what that does? That helps us. That helps us. But like I said, I'm not here to make anybody feel bad. If you chose to stay home, baby, stay home. It's okay. But I don't want anybody to make anybody feel bad. That my only issue is people who are out here trying to make people feel bad because they chose to go out there. That's their right. They have the right to go out there and let their voice be heard. It's okay. Somebody got to go over there and bear witness. Somebody got to be out there. But yeah, that happened yesterday. They were out there. There was, record numbers all over the country. We'll see how it goes. What I'm hoping is, I'm not expecting anything from the Republican Party, but what I hope what happens is the Democratic Party will wake the fuck up. And so we're going to start to spotlight a lot of primary elections come for next year's election. Primary season is going to be very active over here, where we're going to really call to the carpet a lot of people in these primaries. What we want is, at least I shouldn't say we, I'll speak for myself. I'm looking for many more progressives to be out here fighting and making it good, making it a good fight and taking some of these primaries. Okay, I understand that you're tired, crazy homebody. A lot of people say they tired. Whenever I get tired, I think about my ancestors and forefathers who, if they profess to be tired, they might have been beaten. I think about my forefathers and ancestors who were slaves, and tired doesn't even begin to describe what they had to endure. Many of whom died, never even seeing an inkling of what I'm able to experience. Even in all of the shit that we got going on, my ancestors couldn't even dream of an inkling of the freedoms that I have today when they were alive. And many of them died, never knowing at the slightest iota of some of the freedoms and liberties that I have. So whenever I get tired, that's what I think about. I think about them and what they must have had to endure. Anyway, that happened yesterday. In more news, YouTube ain't shit. So now we have to think about our support of the tube of you. Here's why. YouTube quietly, ever so quietly, YouTube quietly scrubbed gender identity and expression from its public-facing hate speech policy earlier this year, prompting concern from LGBTQ plus advocates who warned the change removes clarity around protections for transgender and non-binary users. Now, what they're saying out front is the YouTube is saying there's no change in policy. However, the altered language occurred between January 29th and February 6th. On January 29th, the platform's hate speech policy explicitly barred content that promotes violence or hatred based on based on gender identity and expression. By February 6th, the next time a snapshot of the page was stored in the archives, the language was no longer listed. Instead, the revised version grouped, quote, sex, gender, or sex, gender, or sexual orientation, end of quote, as protected categories, admitting any reference to gender identity. A YouTube spokesperson told journalist Taylor Lorenz that the update was part of a quote routine copy part of quote routine copy edits, end of quotes, and claimed enforcement of hate speech policies remains unchanged. However, the platform has not explained why it chose to remove an explicit reference to gender identity, a term that is foundational to many users' lived experience and protections under civil rights law in several jurisdictions. Here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. This is YouTube acquiescing to this new administration. And this new administration is not stopping at our trans brothers and sisters. They're coming for the totality of the LGBTQ plus individuals. Okay. All of us in the Rainbow Coalition compound are in jeopardy, not just our trans brothers and sisters. And so what that means is they're coming for the gays, the lesbians, bisexuals, and everybody else in the Rainbow Coalition compound. Here's also a news flash. You think this administration and conservatives are going to stop with the LGBTQ plus community? They're coming for all marginalized groups. That's blacks, that's Latinos, that's AAPI, that's women. Any marginalized group, they're coming after it. They're just testing the waters with the trans community. But it's not going to stop there. And I always say, when you allow them to do something to one marginalized group, you've now made it open season on all marginalized groups. So I'm just saying. But this is YouTube. YouTube said, yeah, we don't give a shit about y'all trans people no more. Go with God. That's what YouTube said. We'll monitor the situation because it's going to get worse before it gets any better. The state of New York is in the news. So, New York State education officials rejected President Trump's administration's demand to do away with certain diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, rebuking the Department of Education amid threats of pulling funding over those efforts. The New York State Education Department officials said Friday, quote, "We understand that the current administration seeks to censor anything it deems diversity, equity, and inclusion, but there are no federal or state laws prohibiting the principles of DEI," end of quote. And that came from Daniel Morton Bentley, counsel and deputy commissioner of New York's Department of Education. New York's basically said, we don't give a damn how y'all feel. There's no law saying that we can't do that. And at the moment that you try to not give us our federal funding, there's going to be a problem. I applaud New York. They're like the governor of Maine, who said when Donald Trump told her she better do away with DEI, she said, well, we'll see you in court. I'm here for it. In other news, in tariffs news, well, y'all seem to like iPhones. Well, they're saying that the new iPhone will probably go up 30 to 40%. According to analysts, and they said that the new iPhone will probably cost $2,000 plus dollars or more. Because of the tariffs. I know y'all like to have iPhones. I don't have an iPhone. I've never had an iPhone. I've never had anything Apple. Don't want anything Apple. But just know iPhones and other phones that come from other countries, which is all of them, will have tariffs on them. And so they're saying the new iPhone could be as much as $2,000 if you need them. Just want to let y'all know. In more tariff news, for those of you all that want to stunt like your daddy and drive you a good Range Rover, because people like to drive Range Rovers so they can flex in the neighborhood to their people. Well, the company that makes and owns Range Rover, which is Jaguar Land Rover, they've said that they expect that you will face at least 25% more in your purchase of a new Range Rover because of the tariffs. They also said that there will be fewer of them because of the tariffs as they adjust to the new markets because of your president. And they said that they're going to take, quote, the company said it is, quote, taking some short-term actions, including a shipment pause in April as we develop our mid to long-term plans, end of quote. This is happening. Your president, I mean, because we knew this was coming. He signed an executive order to keep TikTok running in the U.S. for another 75 days to give his administration more time to broker a deal to bring the social media platform under American ownership. They're going to keep just kicking this can down the road. I told y'all from the beginning. I did not see TikTok shutting down. There's too many jobs. There's too many people in this country that use TikTok, and there will be political animus if they shut it down. Moving on. Once again, I will never forgive the Democrats in the Senate who all voted for this man. So, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said yesterday that the U.S. was revoking all visas held by South Sudanese passport holders, accusing the African nation's government of, quote, taking advantage of the United States, end of quote. He said in a statement, quote, every country must accept the return of its citizens in a timely manner when another country, including the United States, seeks to remove them. South Sudan's transitional government has failed to fully respect this principle. End of quote. Besides revoking visas, Marco Rubio said the U.S. would, quote, prevent further issuance to prevent entry into the United States by South Sudanese passport holders, end of quote. South Sudan's political landscape is fragile, and recent violence between government troops and armed opposition groups has escalated. Last week, United States Secretary General Antonio Guterres urged regional and international leaders to prevent South Sudan from falling, quote, over the abyss, end of quote, into another civil war. Guterres warned that the world's newest and one of its poorest country is facing a security emergency with intensifying clashes and a political upheaval culminating with last week's arrest by the government of First Vice President Rick Meyer. If you're Makar, excuse me, if you're not familiar with what's going over in Sudan and Sudan, you've had several 100,000 people that have been killed in the political unrest over there. I said that right. Several hundred, I know over 400,000 people in that area have lost their lives due to what's going on. So, you know it, Pinky Tiki. But yeah, I'll never forgive the Democrats for confirming this man. In more sugar spiky news. So, a second unvaccinated school-aged child in West Texas died from measles related illness. A hospital spokesperson confirmed today as the outbreak continues to swell. Aaron Davis, a spokesperson for UMC Health System in Lubbock, Texas, said that the child was, quote, receiving treatment for complications of measles while hospitalized, end of quote, and did not have underlying health conditions. The hospital declined to say which day the child died, although it's been reported that the child died last Thursday. You should also know that there are now over 500 measles cases in these yet to be United States of America. You heard that right, over 500, which is more than we've had in the last 2 years combined. Right now we have 570 people with the measles outbreak. I'm just the one who reports the news. Moving on. In our last sugar spiky story for the day, The Maryland man who was wrongfully deported to El Salvador due to an administrative error could be headed home after a federal judge on Friday ordered the Trump administration to bring him back to the U.S. The order comes after the White House claimed that Kilmer Abrego Garcia is a dangerous MS-13 gang member and that U.S. courts are powerless to intervene. Abrego Garcia, 29, was among those deported in March to El Salvador's notorious CCOP prison under the auspices of the Alien Enemies Act. The Trump administration has relied on the seldom used act to expedite its deportation, saying that those who are being removed are allegedly tied to various gangs. We know what this is about. We've watched it and chronicled it, but the judge said y'all got to bring his ass back. Now, what I want to see is he actually going to come back? That's what I'm waiting to see. Yeah, the judge said y'all better bring his ass back. Let's see if the Trump administration obeys this order. We'll see. It's time for Kornacki's Khakis Corner. Today, we go over to the great state of Arizona. Now, over in the great state of Arizona, we have another special election that's coming up in the great state of Arizona. That election will happen on September 23rd of this year. However, there's a primary slated to take place on July 15th. That is to replace the seat held by Raul Grijalva, who just died last month. He died last month. And so his seat is up for grabs. So we're going to look at all of the candidates who have declared their candidacy and gotten all of their paperwork in and so forth for this election. Now, this is primary season, and you need. I'm not going to do all of your homework for you. I'm just going to be honest with you, but I just want to give you these candidates so you can go and start to do your homework on these candidates, so that you can make yourself informed on who they are and really get down to who aligns themselves with your political ideology. So you see, we have Aguilar, Jose Aguilar, Samuel Alegria, Alan Aversa, Niles Bauer, David Bees, excuse me, Daniel Gutierrez, Trista DeGovina, Deja Fox, Richard Grayson, Adelita Grijalva. Adelita Grijalva is the front runner right now. That's the daughter of Raul Grijalva, whose seat this was. She's the front runner right now, and is getting most of the endorsement. Patrick Harris Sr. Daniel Hernandez is probably the number 2 Democrat on the Democratic primary side. And he is openly gay. And he was a member of the Tucson City Council, and he was a state representative for Arizona at one point. But he's number 2 behind Angelita Grijalva. We have William Hunter III, Victor Longoria, Jose Malvito Jr., Matthew Myers, Carolyn Norris, Michael Ribeiro, Jorge Rivas, Jimmy Rodriguez, Samantha Severson, Scott Sheldon, Gary Swing, Gabriel Tapia, Raul Verduga, Stefana Welch, Joe Wells, and Stephen Wilhite. Now, this is a large Latino seat. The population and the constituents here are largely Latino. Grijalva had been in Congress for a long time. This is a heavy Democratic leaning seat as well. So it's both Latino heavy Latino, but also heavy Democratic leaning. So, but like I said, Raul Grijalva's daughter is the front runner. Most people most of the Democratic donor base is backing her. And there a lot of people are saying she's getting the sentimental vote, even though a lot of progressives are backing Hernandez. So just wanted to give you that information if you're in the Arizona area. That primary is coming. All right. It's time for this day in music. What year will we be doing this year? Now, today is April 6th, 2025. So, what song do you believe? Not so, what song, what year do you believe we're doing for this day in music? Now, Montrez, this your segment. Let's see if you can guess the right year. While y'all guessing what year, I'm trying to guess what he got going on underneath them blue swimming trunks. 1991, 1985, 1999, 1989, 99, 92, 71. I haven't done a lot of 70s. I need to do some more 70s. 2000, 94. The year, the date, I should say, is April 6th, 2002. The year is 2002. Montrez, you was close. You were very close. The year is 2002. Let's see. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. Let's see what the top 10 R&B singles in on April 6th, on this date in 2002 was. So we're talking April 6th, 2002. Let's see how good this list is. Number 10. Probably one of my top 2 Mary J. Blige songs. Won't be no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Come on, Family Affair by Mary J. Blige. This is my favorite Mary J. Blige is You Remind Me on the What's the 411 album, but this is a very close second. I love that chop bob, that black and white chop bob that she had in that video. That black and white chop bob with them chop bangs. Sickly gutty. I love this video. I love this song. I quote that one line, won't be no hateration, holleration in this dancery. I love that Bob. Lil baby, I love that Bob on Mary. Okay. I love that. You going to see her on Thursday? Okay, let us know how it is. More Than a Woman. More than a woman, more than a woman, more than a woman. More than a woman, more than a woman, more than a woman by Aaliyah, and that's her last album. That's on Aaliyah's last album. She was making up all kinds of words, and I was here for it. Cha. You say you got that choreography committed to memory? Okay, we need a video of that, Culture Love. Cha. But yes, I mean, we starting off good. Listen, April 6th, 2002. This is number 10 and number 9. Okay. Number 8. You got it bad when you're up. Like, oh, you got it bad. When you miss the day when you feel life's off track. Oh, you got it bad when you I mean, I told y'all, my favorite Usher album is 8701. That to me is the best iteration of Usher. His best album is 8701. Most people say Confessions Volume 1, not to me. His best album to me is 8701. My favorite Usher album. The best album he made. I'm just saying. Now listen. I Love You by Faith. I love you. I want you. You know what I'm waiting for. I can't take it anymore. I love you. Listen, let me tell you something. Me and one of my exes, and he's been on this platform. We were dating at that time. And the sex we had to this song, baby, the sex we had to I Love You by Faith, to this day, when I hear the song, I immediately think about the sex we had. I love this song by Faith. Love it to this day. Love this song. I love this song just because I always think about the sex that I had to this song. What about us? What about us? Come on, Brandy. Now this is off the Full Moon album. What about us? I think this was the first single off that album. I remember this was the first single off that album. Off the Full Moon album. I'm just saying. You say don't quit my day job. I'm not. Lovely 31 Blueprint. Listen. Yeah, this was the first single off that album. Off the Full Moon album. All right, Brandy. Ooh, there goes my shirt up over my head. Oh my. Ooh. Come on now. Now, if you did not like this song by Tweet, the problem is you and not us. If you had a problem with this song by Tweet, the problem was you and not us. You're the problem. You're clearly the problem. You are clearly the problem. This, tell you what I did last night. Oh! Child. Didn't the people say she was talking about masturbating or fingering herself and stuff? Child. Yana, I remember when he used to come on at the club. Baby, listen. Yana, when I used to be at the club, or as we call it, at the punk bar, when I used to go down to the punk bar, and this used to come, oh, bitch. Girl. Child. The people were saying that she was talking about fingering herself and masturbating. That's what they said. Number 4, you can have anything. Da, 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 da. Jaheim, anything. Number 4, I did not like this song. I really did. And I love Next. I love Next. I ain't like this song. Okay. Ladies love Jaheim. He was just okay for me. I mean, just in case was all right for me. Just in case I'll make it home tonight. Let me make love to you let me make love to you for the last time, baby. That was all right for me, but this thing, this song, mm-mm, I wasn't here for it. Not you in the high school, babe. Used to make up to this song, child. You say this that song by Jaheim. You like Lovely 31 Blueprint? Okay. Music Soul Child. Listen, can I be honest? I don't like a single song by Music Soul Child. There's not a single song that I like by. I was not into Music Soul Child. I was not into Anthony Hamilton. There is not a single song that I like by Music Soul Child or Anthony Hamilton. And y'all love them. I don't like either one of them. Not a single song. Not a single song. Really. And I might listen to a Music Soul Child album, song before I listen to an Anthony Hamilton song. I like Music Soul Child a little better than I like Anthony Hamilton. I don't like anything by Anthony Hamilton. Nothing. I went to a concert and purposely went to go get something to eat and waited in the longest line to go that I saw at the concession stands so I could be there longer and miss his whole set. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I told you I only like one song by Jaheim. Me and my homie being the only two black men in our department would hit play on child. Now the women's y'all love y'all some Music Soul Child and Anthony Hamilton. I know a lot of babies, a lot of blowing backs out happened to them. I wasn't here for them. Number 2, Usher got 2 on the top 10. Now, that's because the 8701 album was in heavy rotation. Situations when I'm lying in the night, you better think hard about it. Yeah. That you don't have to go. It's okay, girl. I'ma be alright tonight. You don't have to call. This was a bop. This song was everywhere. This song was everywhere. This Usher was fine as fuck. Listen, the Usher that you see in the 8701 album, that was a fine young man. And me and Usher are the same age. We are the same age. I think Usher's like 2 months older than me. Yeah, I think he's like 2 months older than me. Usher was fine. I'm sorry. The 87, this era of Usher, listen, God help me, Lord. The things that he could have got. But you couldn't get away from this song. If you went to any club, any black club, oh, you was gonna hear this song. Oh, he still is. Oh, yeah, you're right. He still is now. I ain't gonna lie. But the hurt that he allegedly has. I'm just saying. And the number 1 song in the year of our Lord 2002. The number one song is, speaking of Terrence Howard, Foolish. Baby, why you hurt me? You know. See my days ago without you. See I'm hurting with you. And my heart can take no more. Can't keep running back to you. I was never an Ashanti fan. The woman can't really sing like that for me. But y'all love this song. I'm just saying. Y'all love this song. I'm just saying. Don't do me, it's me, D. Y'all loved it, this song. Listen. I was never an Ashanti fan. I'm just saying. You could not get away from this song. They did play it to death, Antonia. I'm just saying. Because I remember raggedy ass Terrence Howard being in the video with her. And I was like, oh, I can't stand it. I remember not liking him back then. I'm like, oh, why you got him? Because you could never deny that Ashanti is a beautiful woman. I say what you want. The woman can't really sing like that to me, but she's a beautiful woman. And I'm like, you real cute, Ashanti, and you got Terrence Howard? Girl, you could do better. I'm just saying. Let's recap. Let's recap all of the top 10 songs from top 10 R&B singles on April 6th, 2002. 23 years ago. 23 years ago. We had Mary J. Blige with number 10, Family Matter. Number 9, Aaliyah with More Than a Woman. Number 8, Usher with You Got It Bad. Number 7, Faith with I Love You. Number 6, Brandy with What About Us. Number 5, Tweet with Oops, Oh My. Number 4, Jaheim with Anything. Jaheim featuring Next with Anything. Number 3, Half Crazy with Music Soul Child. Number 2, Usher with You Don't Have to Call. And the number 1 R&B single on April 6th, 2002, Ashanti, Foolish. There you have it. We have a bunch of video breakdowns today. We got, not a bunch, we got about 4 or 5. You know, I was on the internet this morning and I saw some things that caught my eye. Let me start with this one. Let me say this. If I die, if and when I die, if I go before Really B and Ebby, right? When they play the video of my funeral, if both Really B and Ebby ain't like this woman is on this video, I'm coming back to haunt them. Here's the video.
She is standing over Jordan. Mama!
Now, why that bald headed lady in white let that woman fall all the way down to the ground? The way she let that woman fall all the way to the ground. Listen, the way she just kept on bopping. All right, girl. All right, get up off me now. And let that woman fall all the way to the ground. He did come snatch that mic out of her hand. Girl, if they not around there screaming for me like that, listen. Listen. If they not screaming and crying for me like that, I don't want it. I'm just saying. Not giving you Mr. Brown. She wasn't. Listen, the way she was bopping over there with no teeth, like it was the last song that was gonna be heard and played. Baby, listen. Child. Anyway, that was our first video. Where's the next video? Since we down to the church, here's the next video.
Estamos de fiesta con Jesús, al cielo queremos ir, y todos reunidos en la mesa, es Cristo el que va a servir. Estamos de fiesta con Jesús, al cielo queremos ir, y todos reunidos en la mesa, es Cristo el que va a servir.
When I tell you that owl was over there jamming, like it was the last one, wasn't that owl over there juking? Baby, that owl was over there getting it, honey. Over there getting it, bitch. Listen, my question is, who is sitting directly underneath that owl? Because while this owl is over here dancing, my biggest fear is, well, Mr. Owl, you had something to eat lately? I'm just saying, I just want to make sure you don't make no deposits down here to the church. But that owl was over here getting it like, ow, bitch. That owl was getting it like the bald mouth woman, like the woman with no teeth and no hair in the first video. I gotta watch that again because I'm over here jamming with this here owl. One more time for the owl.
Estamos de fiesta con Jesús, al cielo queremos ir, y todos reunidos en la mesa, es Cristo el que va a servir. Estamos de fiesta con Jesús, al cielo queremos ir, y todos reunidos en la mesa, es Cristo el que va a servir.
I'm over here jamming like, Baby, when I tell you Owl was getting it. Right, the whole beat dropped and everything. Baby, that Owl was out here getting it, honey. Child. Now, the fact that they believe that just because the owl flew in there, it was black magic. You know, this is you don't believe that owls come from the good man upstairs. The good man upstairs that make owls. They have to be black magic. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, in our next video, this is why if you're gonna be black and do a prank, don't do it in your mama house. You better have your own house and try to do a YouTube or a TikTok prank before you do it in your mama house. Here's the video.
She's fucking up my house. Every fucking time I clean up, y'all big your ass in here making a mess. Every fucking time. Mama, what the fuck are you doing, ho? You found me motherfucking mopping my motherfucking floor. Shut the fuck up. Is you fucking recording me, bitch? I'm recording this shit. Turn your ass to Atlanta. Doing your baby. Come on, man. Come on, look at Atlanta. Get your... Oh, you doing? Yeah. Boy, I'm tying your ass up. Yeah. Why you doing that? I'm too your ass up. I was just playing with your shit recording. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck... You... I'm recording you. I'm fucking recording me. Get your shit. Get your shit. You and your baby get the fuck out. Go to Atlanta. Get the fuck in Atlanta. Why the fuck in Atlanta? Get your shit. Come on. You gotta get your shit. Get your shit. Get your baby. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Let's go to Atlanta.
All right, okay.
Fucking Atlanta. I'll record that shit, bitch.
All right.
Fuck you on. Bitch.
The fact that she said unrecord. How is that a thing? Unrecord me, bitch. The way she fucked him up with that mop, I guess he thought it was gonna be cute. You know your mama. Listen, I know my family. I can't pull no pranks on my family because that's how my family is. Listen, because the way she fucked his ass up with that goddamn mop, bomb. You can't be playing with your mama like that. If you know your mama ain't baptized. And she told him to get his kids. You and your kids get the fuck out my house. She told her grandbaby, baby, y'all get y'all shit. Get out my house. Get out my house. Unrecord. She didn't say unrecord. She said unrecord. I don't know, Jason. I don't know what two buttons that is. I don't know how we unrecord. When y'all figure that out, please let me know, okay? I really want to know how we unrecord. I like to find that button. Maybe you record over something, but unrecord? We have one more video breakdown. This is why y'all should just leave people be. Here's the video.
Y'all, this lady stopped me at the store. She could talk about some, baby, you know your pants showing in the back. I said, baby, that's my nuts.
Again, for the people who didn't hear.
Y'all, this lady stopped me at the store. She could talk about some, baby, you know your pants showing in the back. I said, baby, that's my nuts.
One more time, because maybe you missed it.
Y'all, this lady stopped me at the store. She could talk about some, baby, you know your pants showing in the back. I said, baby, that's my nuts.
I have questions. Aren't pads white? You're not exactly white, sir. You ain't even light-skinned it. You ain't even light-skinned it. So I would imagine that your nutsack is probably darker than the skin that we see on your face, right? So when this woman behind you saw this dark brown ass stuff, what made her say that was your pad? Do they make pads that color? I don't wear pads. Ladies, do they make pads that would look the color of someone's nutsack? Well, no, Terrence, she probably tucked. You know what I'm saying? She had to tuck, and when you tuck, let me see. I forgot I got people in my chat that may not be familiar. So here's different people tuck different ways. Okay, one way of tucking is you take the balls and you push them inside the pelvic cavity, and then you take the peen and pull the peen toward the anus and tape it up there. Some people, the new girls who ain't learned how to tuck right, they try to pull both the balls and the penis back toward the anus so nothing's protruding in the front. That's the wrong way to tuck. But my question still is, how do you mistake the color of someone's nutsack for pads? I'm just trying. Maybe she had on white panties, and maybe I'm gonna say she had on some white panties, and maybe the panties was still covering her nuts, and she was trying to tell her, your pad showing that way. I'm gonna say that's what it was. Well, it's not painful, Terrence, if you push the nuts into the pelvic area and pull the dick back and have the dick pulling toward the anus. That's from what. Now, I ain't never did none of that, but all of the people who I know that do drag and that go out, they say that's not painful at all. But I imagine that if you pull your nutsack back with the peen and then try to tape it or have it pressed up again, I feel like that would be painful. I feel like that would be painful. Mm-hmm. I'm just. I sometimes I have to educate my people, and I know sometimes y'all don't be knowing. So I'm here to provide any type of education, and edification that you need. Mm-hmm. Listen, we love our twig and berries. You didn't know that when people say they tuck, Jason, my heterosexual men in the chat are in the basement today because they probably didn't know about this. Angela, I was telling them about some of these new school girls tuck. Old school girls, you were taught to tuck by pushing the nuts into the pelvic cavity, and then you pull the dick back, and then you tape it like back, depending on the length of your peen. You pull it back and you tape it between your butt crack, or if it's not that big, in the taint area. Okay, but for the new school girls who they pull both the dick and the balls back and try to take both of them, that I imagine would be uncomfortable. Tuck is both a verb and a noun. You could talk about someone's tuck in the sense of a noun. Be like, bitch, where's your tuck? Girl, what's wrong with your tuck? Get your tuck together. That's when you use it as a noun. When you use it as a verb, you be like, bitch, you need to go back there and tuck. Okay? So that's when you use it as a verb. Bitch, that bitch ain't tucked before she came out here to do this show. That's as a verb. So it could be a noun or a verb. Uh-huh. I'm just saying. I'm just. It reminds me of the book I read in 6th grade called Tuck Everlasting. I remember reading a book when I was in 6th grade called Tuck Everlasting about this family. Their last name was Tuck, but they lived forever. They couldn't die. And it was called Tuck Everlasting. And so now I think about that book when I talk about Tuck. Mm. hopefully, everybody understand. Today was our day where we learned how to tuck. You say that's how people have the meaty tucks? Mm-mm. I don't like the meaty tucks. Mm-mm. That sounds painful. And then you got the girls be doing splits and dips and somersaults and cartwheels and landing on that shit. That shit just feels painful to me. I'm sorry. I feel like that'd be very painful. I feel like it'd make me sterile. Child. Right, Tuck Everlasting. That's the actual name of a novel that I had to read in 6th grade. Tuck Everlasting. Listen, we learn something new every day. Listen, Terrence, I am here to help you learn. It does sound now. Trigger warning if you're squeamish. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, Terrence and Jason. Most of the girls who tuck use they peen most of them more than the people who don't tuck. The drag queens and the trans girls, they are more often tops more than they are bottoms. They use their meat more than the people who don't tuck a lot of times. I'm just telling you what and back in the day, the old adage was you couldn't even be a drag queen or one of the trans girls if your dick wasn't of a certain size, because it was widely known that the trans girls had real big stuff downstairs. I'm just telling you what was how the community, what was going around the community. These things, these are y'all. I'm just giving you an inside look into some of the conversations down to the Rainbow Coalition compound. These are things and that we know and accepted notions and ideologies and facts that we know within our community that would never escape our community to the outside world. These are things that you may never know. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Child. Listen, you would have to ask some of our medical experts. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Where's Janae, our medical expert? Let me text her and let her know we was looking for her on Silly Saturday. I've been on here 3 hours. How the hell I been on here 3 hours? Mm. Anyway, but yeah, that's how that goes. Now they say they got panties or underwears now that are supposed to help with the tucking process. I don't know. I don't tuck. I don't have those kinds of issues, so I don't know. You like to consider yourself a student of the world, so this is a learning experience that you are thankful for. Well, the more you know. The more you know. So when you see them girls that you see a drag show and they look like they ain't got no meat and they got just a cooter, that's what has happened. I remember I had a friend of mine, she was a drag queen, and she asked me to help her bring her stuff to the dressing room or whatever. So I goes back there to help her with her bags to the dressing room. Baby, it was like 3 or 4 of them back there. actually tucking in the back row. Like, baby, they duct tape, because they use duct tape, honey. They use the stuff that will hold you. Baby, you got to have some stuff that's gonna hold it up there. Baby, they had the duct tape, and they was, pushing and pulling. I was like, oh yeah, you got to use duct tape. You can't use any kind of tape, baby. You got to use duct tape. Now Angela, who's one of our resident drag queens, there's nothing worse than some guy trying to get me turned on. I was just thinking about that. Like, what if you get on hard while you tuck? Like, how does that work? Like, what happens there? Does the tuck come out? Or are you just I'm trying to really figure out how, because they be using a good amount of duct tape. So I'm trying to figure, oh God. Mm. 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 Now, one of the girls back in the day when I was coming up, she was legendary for letting the people know, when I tuck, I fuck myself. I stick my dick in my booty hole. That's what she used to tell the people. When she talked about, when she would talk, because she was a comedic drag queen, so she would get up there, and when she would do a song, and then she'll do like a stand-up routine. She was like, "Child, I just got through fucking myself. I'm still fucking myself right now, because when I tuck my dick big as fuck, and I stick my shit up in my ass." And I was, the first time I heard her do it, I was like, "Oh, oh, oh, God." Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Uncle Jay said he's not here for it. He's just gonna have to swing. Oh, so the tucking panties, you can get away with not having to do all of that. Okay. And 4 pairs of thighs. Okay. Girl, when I tell you the people have duct tape and all kinds of stuff involved, okay? Oh, okay. The more you know, you don't get hard while tucked properly. Blood flow is not free. Okay. See, this is why you ask. The more you know. And we're learning today. We're always here to learn. Cha. Girl. All right. I didn't even know we had been on here this long. Let me hurry up and get my butt up off here. It's time for us to have our palate cleansers on the way out. Have y'all been enjoying yourself today for Silly Saturday? Was it a good Silly Saturday? Sunday? Have we had a great show today? Now we got some men's and some women's down here to the palate cleansers. Jason, I got some ass and titties here for you in the palate cleansers as well. Mm-hmm. If y'all have been enjoying yourself, the Cash App is scrolling at the bottom. Feel free to donate to the platform. Now, let me make this big so y'all can see it. Oh. So that's how we starting? Oh. I'll take some of that. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I'll take some. Oh, well, that's a lot going on, ma'am. That's a lot of woman. I feel like you have to be of a certain size to take all of that. Wait a minute. I need this banner to go down so we can maybe see if we missing anything. Uh-huh. 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 Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a nice piece of dark chocolate. Oh, come through, dark chocolate. Hey, pretty lady. That's a nice belly button ring. Oh, he looked like he'll throw me from wall to wall. Mm-hmm. I be stalking his page. His only problem is he a cute. If he wasn't a cute, he'll be perfect. Mm. Oh, yes. Oh. Mm-hmm. What plaid pants? Wait, I miss plaid pants. Oh, right here on plaid pants. Right there. Right there. Plaid pants. Uh-huh. Hey, pretty lady. Them some thick thighs right there. Well, what you gonna do with this tongue? Uh-huh. What you doing with this tongue? He trade that like to get fucked though. Him right here, he trade that like to get fucked. Mm-hmm. The light brights just don't stack up to a man with some melanin to me. Hey, pretty lady. That's a cute yellow bathing suit. I don't like that blonde on you, sir. Oh. Mm. Oh. There goes some milk chocolate. Mm-hmm. Okay. Baby, them hips are not playing with you. Them hips are not playing. Mm. I see you not missing leg day. He ain't missing no leg days. Well, we got to say hi to the ladies too. Now he look like he rolled up while his back getting blown out. Hey, beautiful. Hey, pretty lady. You know that bathing suit is barely covering your areolas. Barely. Barely covering your areolas. Hey, man. Y'all know I love me some man. Oh, man, what you got going on down there? Oh, man. Yeah, you ain't missing no leg days either, sir. That bathing suit barely hanging on you, sir. Them drawers barely hanging on you. Mm. Green is my favorite color. Now this right here, this is my kind of trade. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Real regular. What's going on? Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Okay. That right there, that's too much muscle for me. Now, this if you like a good bottom with a little bit of femininity to him. A good butch queen. Uh-huh. It's a good butch queen right here. Mm-hmm. I mean, you cute and all. I don't know why my computer is doing this. I know it's still raining cats and dog outside. So my computer may be having issues. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Mm. I just want you to let your hair out and have it in a big afro so I can pull on it while you do whatever you do. Let me shut up. Look at all that baby oil dripping and glistening off your body. Cause I know that's baby oil, and that's the right amount of melanin. Mm. That beard look real Beijing, sir. You cute. Child, I'm with y'all. I don't like my man to be too cute. Baby, if you over here too cute, just a pretty boy, I'm like, you're a little too pretty. I like a little rough to you. Hey. Ooh. That's the kind of melanin right there I need. That's the kind of melanin I need. That kind of dark chocolate right there. Oh, that's a cute butterfly look. Swimsuit. Hey, pretty lady. Well, sir, what is this down here, sir? What is all this? What is all this? We have women and children in this chat. You can't be giving people got your legs all cocked open, and he probably mess around and be a bottom getting his back blown out. Mm. Listen, that waist to hip ratio right there. That's a lot going on. Oh, he got some pretty lips. Look at them lips. He got some sexy lips. You know who else got some beautiful lips like that? Lil Nas X. That little black motherfucker got some pretty ass lips. He do. Hmm. Not your mind going on a hike. Mm. That's another butch queen right now. He looking for a good back blowing. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, because I missed him. Okay. We missed him. I don't want to miss him. We don't want to miss him. Oh, this is another one that's blue black. Oh, child. Oh. Baby, them hips be giving you everything, honey. Yeah, that's a lot of Beijing on that beard, sir. Oh. Oh. Ma'am, that's a lot of booty. Boom, check. Got a lot of booty. Boom, check. Got a lot of booty. Boom, check. Got a lot of booty. Meantime. Mm. Oh. Mm. Ow. Hey, man. Man, you got a lot going on down here, man. That's a lot going on, man. Imagine when that thing gets, upright and at full mast. Child. Girl. That is Silly Saturday, y'all. Did you enjoy yourself? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you enjoy yourself? If you do want to contribute to the platform, you can do that here. Although it's not Saturday, I still feel like I deserve some crabs. So if you want to donate to the crab fund, there it is. If you want to donate to the crab fund, there it is. It's also scrolling at the bottom. The Cash App is scrolling at the bottom. So listen, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I wanted to make sure I brought you all a Silly Saturday. I know I was traveling yesterday, so here we are today. I got instantly tired. I'm hungry, really. I am hungry. But we about to get out of here. We had a great time. We've been over here almost 3.5 hours. We've been on here almost 3.5 hours. I ain't thinking we was gonna be here that long. Happy birthday again to our girl Janae. Terrence, make sure you take care of our girl. Janae, happy birthday, sweetheart, and we wish you many more. That's Janae with the E, not with the A. Why? Janae with the 2 E's, not Janae with the A-Y. Anyway, we about to get up out of here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. We about to get up out of here and go get us something to eat and lay down for the rest of the day. I ain't realized it had been 3 hours either, Montrez. But we've been on here 3 hours and 25 minutes. So we about to get up out of here. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time. Or if we do a RuPaul's Drag Race or a Chasing Dallas panel, one of those panels, if one of them happen tonight, you might see me then. If not, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.